Good morning. We're still dealing with bushels, which is a good thing. But, look, an empty bin. I think we're gonna fill it up. It's not a real big one. This one holds about 13,000 bushels, but that will help tremendously. So the problem is this one is not connected to our grain system, which means we have to fill it with an auger. So we're gonna get that stuff set up here. This bin does have a power sweep in it, and you want to position this right over these intermediate sumps. So you pull everything out of these bins through the center until it doesn't flow in the center, and then you've got kind of a funnel of corn. And then you open up these intermediates to draw down one spot where the sweep auger is, and then it kind of works all the way around and pulls everything to that center from there. So you got to have everything in position right, make sure these slides all work. Should be fine. I'm not sure if we used this bin last year. It looks like it had wheat in it last. The other two over here have wheat in them now. Those two. So I'm not sure if we used this one in 21 or not. Climbing up an ice-covered bin roof may not have been one of my finer decisions of the day, but we had to get the lid open, which I did. And I made it back down. But those ladder rungs are cold. Covered in ice. We should have wore gloves. All right, we need a 40-20. Dade's got the boys out here working already this morning. How we doing here? All right, now trying to figure out where exactly and how exactly to set this up is a bit of a trick here because it's not what we usually do. All right, so we got the auger backed up to the bin here. I want it this way so that we can come out because we're going to transfer out of our overhead and put it in here with the trucks. And so we've got this swing away on here that will swing all the way out kind of where the tractor's sitting now, that I think we can pull the trucks up there and then drive around our bins when we're done. The problem is we have a right angle gearbox on our PTO shaft here and puts the tractor on that side. Well, we need the tractor to sit over here, so we have to flip that. So we got to take a couple of bolts out, flip this box around, and then it'll work. Okay, we got our gearbox flipped. Basically, we just had to take, oh, I gotta tighten those ones up yet. Basically, we just had to take those bolts out and put this breather plug. We had to flip it with the plug on the bottom and flip the thing over. It wasn't that hard to do, just a little time. So I need my 9/16 to tighten those up, and then we will be good to go. So we got to get some blocking to block the top up there on the bin so it's held in place good, and we'll get everything set up. All right, we are in position. We got the auger where we want it, locked the wheels, we got it braced, and we got the PTO hooked up to the tractor so that swing away can swing all wherever we need it to over there. We'll get that figured out. We gotta go through and make sure all the doors are closed because they get left open usually. This one here would be a bad one to have open when you're running grain through it. All right, so I want to start it up and run it just to make sure there's no junk and crap in it that's going to come out in the bin, and we got to get our door started. All right, it is just after 10 o'clock. We've got the auger all set up. We are ready to go. I got most of the door panels put in on the bin. We got a little bit more to do, but I want to watch it fill to start with. Hey. But we need some corn now, so we're going to transfer the semi truck, just take it out of the overhead and pull it back there and put it in that bin. But Phil is here loading up a semi and emptying our overhead, so we got to transfer corn for a little bit. All right, we are getting the truck loaded up. I'm not taking the time to put multiple dumps in the front and back hopper. We're just going to fill each one big hopper or big heat hump as much as possible, and then we'll go empty it. It's a real short haul. Okay, it is safety lesson day here on the farm, right, Rylan? What are we learning to stay away from?
That is that.
What is that called?
PTO.
PTO shaft. We can't go anywhere by it when it's running, right? If I'm over there and you want to come see me, you have to go either all the way around the truck or all the way behind those tires over there, okay? Okay, and what else do we have to stay away from?
That.
Yeah, the auger that's running over there, there's a motor with some belts. And one more thing. The auger right there. That's exactly right, okay? You have to be very, very safe.
I don't think I'll ever go near it from over here.
That's a good idea. So you just stay right there on the tractor for right now. Okay. All right, I think we are ready to start running some corn in there. We'll get the speed cranked up here in a minute. I just want to watch it and make sure everything's flowing okay. Looks good. These older bins have old school doors. They're a little bit different. You got to slide these panels down in there. We got a couple more to put in yet, but we can watch it for right now. They're not as easy as the newer bins are. All right, now it's cranking. So this is, like I said, about a 13,000 bushel bin. You're not gonna be able to see anything. The dust. So I expect it to take probably 14 or 15 truckloads because I don't think we're getting 1,000 bushel in. We're not filling them full enough. So we're not gonna fill it today, but we'll transfer here this morning was the plan. I'll fill hauls, and then we should be able to keep shelling this afternoon. That's just the way it's gonna work until we're done here, I think. One done. Let's see how much we got in there and go fill her up again. There's a pile. Didn't quite reach the outside. Yep, gonna take a little bit. All right, we are still transferring. This is truckload number 3. Phil just left with load number 4, so we've moved a lot of bushels. That's good. Hopefully I can get 1 or 2 more after this one before he gets back, and then I'd like to go start shelling. I don't want him to go again because it is 11:30 and it's about time to keep moving. So I am also refilling our overhead as we go, and I'm trying to keep an eye on that. But it fills faster than I can move it. And the last thing I want to do is overfill this. So we're going to stay in here and keep an eye on it, but we'll probably have to shut that off pretty soon. We do need to get our dryer fired back up. We've got 2 lights showing on that wet bin, so we've got some wet corn to get rid of. And I'm watching football pregame shows. All right, we have moved 5 loads of corn into this bin, and Phil took 4 to the elevator. It's time to go shell corn. So we're gonna shut the tractor off here. We'll see how full we got our bin, but time to shell. We're just about up to the top of the door, 3 rings up, which doesn't sound like much, but it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rings in the bin. So a little over a third full. Ryland's ready, so am I. Well, let's go, bud. Ugh. Grandpa will probably end up in the combine today, but he's finishing doing some chiseling on one field yet right now. And get your head out of the plastic bag. Whose kid are you? Brought his snack bag. And we got a couple of farms, or a couple of fields in one farm over, oh, not too far away, over that direction. And there's a little 8-acre piece that we don't need Dad to do, so we're gonna start there. Small field here, 8 acres. Did I tell you that already? I'm not sure. Anyway, we're gonna do this one first. We got the cart over here. Phil will bring a truck in a little bit. We should only have 2 truckloads off of this one, so we're not gonna worry about getting the other truck here. And then hopefully Dad will be done and he can come over to do the big field. Kind of like yesterday where we had a small field that we can work on till Dad gets done with his chiseling, and then we can open up the big field and go from there. That big field, however, is 64 acres, and we will probably not get it done today. Oh, we're just about done here already. 1 round left in the middle, some angle rows over there along the ditch. There's a ditch that cuts through here and cuts this field off, so we got this dog leg in the back there. Some of this is really good corn. Some of it's not great, but some of it's really good. So it's not a big enough field with too many trees along the end rows to break 200, it looks like, but nonetheless, we'll take it. Dad's here. I think he figured out how to unload the grain cart. Impressive. These windows are terribly filthy dirty. I wiped them down yesterday. That one I even washed yesterday, and it's dirty. So I got this California duster thing down here, right? And it does work. It does take the dust off. The problem is it makes the windows sticky. Somebody mentioned that they thought they put oil on them to help them take the dust off, and then that makes the windows sticky. And well, I believe it. I believe it. Anyway, I'm sure Dad's going to want to jump in the combine here, and we'll run the grain cart, which is fine because we jumped across the river. We've got to run grain cart in this field. Long rows here. And we parked the trucks right here on the road, dirt road behind us. And everything's got to get carted to there, so it's this one's a fast-paced from a grain cart standpoint. So we're getting this field opened up here. This is the one that somebody decided to go joyriding through our field earlier late summer. Yeah. Us and the neighbor across the road there. I don't know. Yeah, it's right up here. You'll be able to see it. Thought I was closer when I started filming. Yeah, right there. Somebody just came in off the road, made a few circles out in our corn, knocked it down. Lovely. It's worse out there on the neighbors. They got hit hard. They went out there and just did a big circle, donuts out and clear out in the field. Oh, all right. Well, I finally got through the football game. My cell service here is very spotty, so I got to watch for about 30 seconds, and then it would freeze for a while, and then we'd watch a little more, and well, Ohio State didn't play great, but they got the W, so that's all that matters, I guess. Anyway, we've got this field opened up. Right, there's our map, so we're working over here. Got a long ways to go across there. I have no idea if it's good corn or not. It can't be too bad of corn because we're getting a lot of bushels. Or I'm getting, he can't make even remotely close to getting around. So that's good. And yeah, Phil's hauling back to the farm, putting it in the dryer. We're doing what we do. We're doing what we've been doing for the last month and a couple weeks, I think. All right, well, we are jumping over to the other side of the field here. So we got kind of the short rows, and there's a house lot up there. And we've got those rows down. Now we're going to work from this side over. It's a little bit of a forced move. I will explain in a minute. I don't really want to show you, but I will show you because it doesn't matter. So we had to open these ends up, right? And we were doing so, and then Dad wanted to unload on the go. While we're doing the ends, fine, no big deal. Do that all the time. However, there's a house over there. There's an electric pole over there, and there are wires that connect them. And one of said wires is now laying on the ground. The other one is not very high. Yeah, definitely a wire over the road there. That's a problem when we broke the cross pole. I don't know how they fell, but we were driving under them and they fell. It happens. The electric company is on their way. Or so I'm told. That's not great. Not a good look. There are some memories being made in that cab right now. Dad, or Grandpa, and a grandson. It's good. I'm glad they get to hang out like that. Catching the trucks, as per usual again, but he's coming down the road right now. This one is full. I don't know how much more we've got to do. I don't know what we have done. Probably not quite half done here yet. Like I said, I don't think we're going to finish this. It's almost 6 o'clock tonight. We could work for a while. I would work for a while, but we've been going at this for a long time. Everybody's still tired, and we just aren't going to work that late tonight. So the good thing is we've got this, and then we've got 42 acres just down the road here, a half a mile. And if we could get both of these done between today and tomorrow, I'd be happy. So if we can get down to 15 or 20 acres to go here, that would be just fine. I guess Rylan wants to come ride with me now, so we're going to stop here and let him in. It is not quite 6:30. I'm trying to remember what time Dad got here. 1:30? So he's been in the combine with him for a long time. We're going that way. Well, Rylan didn't want to come and ride with me. He wanted to drive, so we'll let him drive. All right, well, Rylan didn't want to ride with me. He wants to drive, so he's driving. Oh, you turned our lights on. Grandpa's got his on, so. All right, well, we got another truck here. The electric company guys are there fixing the electric line, and it's dusty and it's blowing right at them, so we're gonna quit. I don't know. I don't know.
Still you there?
I don't know what we're doing. All right, well, we're dumping trucks. We don't have very much wet corn because this stuff is dry. I'm really surprised that this is as dry as it is. This corn's coming out of the field between 17 and a half, and the one load was up to 19, but most of them are in the low 18s. 1,835 bushel an hour coming out of the dryer. Phil said it's actually gaining. We had more in the wet bin when we started than we do now, so well, that's good, I guess. We got another beautiful sunset tonight. We'll keep working on that bin tomorrow, probably Monday morning. I don't know. We got more to haul. I know that, and more to shell. But we're getting closer. All right, I'm going home. We're calling it. We did not have a great day, but we got something done. We're making progress. We got some corn hauled. We got some corn transferred. So we are getting stuff done. It's just feels really slow right now because I know how much we could shell in a day and how much we are actually getting done, and they are not the same thing. Can't see me. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. Tomorrow is Sunday. We'll probably try and finish that field. There's 26 acres or something left there, and we'll probably have to transfer more corn. So after we get that one done, we are down to an 80 and a 40. Probably a little bit more, like 120 acres, which should be easily doable in 2 days. It'll probably take us 3 because we have to transfer corn and haul some more in. So we'll see. They are also calling for some rain tomorrow night, Sunday night. So that may slow us down a little bit, but we aren't going to complain about it. If they get a little rain, it's fine. I was really hoping to move to Berkey by Wednesday or on Wednesday. I don't know if we're going to make that. We'll do what we can. So thanks for watching today. Hit that subscribe button. Questions, comments, leave them down below. See you tomorrow. Tell everybody bye.
Bye.